Now in this class let us discuss about the straight line in coordinate geometry, two-dimensional coordinate geometry. Now if a straight line is there and if there are 2 points A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 on that line, then the ratio of difference of y coordinates to the difference of x coordinates is defined as the slope of that line AB. Generally we denote the slope by m. Slope of a straight line. If A x1 y1 B x2 y2 are 2 points on a line, then y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is defined as the slope of AB. It is denoted by m. That implies m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. And if it makes an angle theta with x-axis, for example this is x-axis origin and y-axis, if this angle is theta, then m is equal to tan theta. That means if you draw perpendiculars from these two, this will become y2 minus y1, this will become x2 minus x1, and this is theta. Then again tan theta is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So if note, if AB makes an angle theta with OX or with the positive direction of x-axis, then m is equal to tan theta. That means if the angle is 45 degrees, slope is tan 45. If the angle is 60 degrees, slope is tan 60. Now let us discuss the equations of a line, straight line, in different forms. Now first of all, 2 points form. Suppose if there are 2 points A and B, one is x1 y1, the other one is x2 y2, and to get the equation of the straight line we have to take a variable point always in terms of x and y. So let us take a point P with coordinates x comma y. So you will get an equation in terms of x and y, that is the equation of the straight line AB. Let A is equal to x1 y1 and B is equal to x2 y2. These are given points on the line. We are taking a point P. Let P xy be a point on AB. Be a point on AB. Then slope of AB is equal to slope of AP also. Slope of, because the 3 points are there on the same line, AP and AB will make same angles with x-axis, so slopes must be equal. So slope of AP is equal to slope of AB. What is the slope of AP? Difference of y coordinates by difference of x coordinates. Y minus y1 by x minus x1 equal to slope of AB, that is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is slope of AB. Now take cross multiplication, that implies y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. So you can consider this as the equation of AB. This is called 2 points form. Now the second one is slope intercept form. Here the slope of a line is given as m and its y-intercept is given as c. And if the line, suppose if the line cuts x-axis at A and y-axis at B, Then 0 comma c are the coordinates of that point B, and let us take a variable point P xy on that line. Let m be the slope and y-intercept is equal to c. If the straight line cuts x-axis at A and y-axis at B, B is equal to 0 comma c. We have to take a variable point always on that line. Let us take it as P. Let P xy be a point on the line on AB otherwise. Now slope of PB must be equal to m. That implies slope of PB is given as m. What is the formula for the slope? Difference of y coordinates by difference of x coordinates, y minus c by x minus 0. That implies y minus c by x minus 0 is equal to m. Take cross multiplication, y minus c is equal to mx. So y is equal to mx plus c. This is the equation of the straight line in the slope intercept form. M is the slope, c is the y intercept. Now let us take the third one, that is called intercept form. If both the intercepts are given for that line, suppose x-intercept is A and y-intercept is B. If the straight line cuts x-axis at A and y-axis at B, A will become A0 and B will become 0B. Again you have to take a variable point on that line as P xy. Now let the straight line cuts x-axis at A and y-axis at B. That implies A is equal to A0 and B is equal to 0B. Here with intercepts A and B on OX and OY respectively. That is OX is equal, OA is equal to A and OB is equal to B. Now let Pxy be any point on that line. Let Px comma y be a point, be any point, that is a variable point on AB. Now we can write slope of AB is equal to slope of PA also. Slope of PA is equal to slope of AB, because all the 3 points are there on the same line, they will make same angle with the x-axis, so slopes are equal. What is slope of PA? Y, difference of y coordinates, y minus 0 by x minus a equal to slope of AB. Again y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, b minus 0 by 0 minus a for AB. So that implies y by x minus a is equal to minus b by a. Let us take cross multiplication. AY is equal to minus bx plus AB. So bring bx to the left side. That implies bx plus ay is equal to AB. Divide both sides by AB. Divide both sides by AB. Bx by AB means x by a. Ay by AB means y by b is equal to AB by AB is equal to 1. This is the intercept form. X by x intercept plus y by y intercept is equal to 1. Note, what is the area of triangle OAB here? It is a right angle triangle, half OA into OB. Half OA into OB with modulus. But A is small a and OA is small a and OB is small b. That is half modulus of AB. This is the area of the triangle OAB if A and B are the intercepts made by AB with OX and OY. Now one more form is there, that is normal form. Suppose if this is the straight line, AB is the line. If you draw a perpendicular from origin to that line, if it is ON, then ON is called normal. Its length is given as P and ON makes an angle alpha with x axis. Then the equation of AB is this one, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. What about this one? Let us take the intercepts as A and B. Let the straight line cuts x axis at A, y axis at B. At B, let OA is equal to small a and OB is equal to small b. Let ON perpendicular to AB, that is normal. That implies ON is equal to P, small p. What is cos alpha in triangle OAN? In triangle OAN, cos alpha is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, ON by OA. ON by OA. But OA is, this is P by small a. So, interchange these two. A is equal to P by cos alpha. Similarly, consider the upper triangle ONB, that is this angle is 90 minus alpha in triangle ONB. Cos 90 minus alpha equal to again adjacent by hypotenuse, ON by OB. ON by OB. But this cos 90 minus alpha is sin alpha, ON is P and this is B. So from this B is equal to P by sin alpha. We have got both the intercepts A and B. So equation of the straight line is x by A plus y by B is equal to 1, intercept form. Equation of straight line AB is x by A plus y by B is equal to 1. A is P by cos alpha, x by P by cos alpha plus y by P by sin alpha is equal to 1. This cos alpha and sin alpha will go to the numerator. That implies x cos alpha by P plus y sin alpha by P is equal to 1. Take LCM and cross multiplication. That is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. That is the normal form of the straight line. Here alpha and P will be given. You have to find out the equation. Now let us see these things also. For x-axis, for any point on that x-axis, y coordinate is 0. So its equation is y is equal to 0. On y-axis, for any point, x coordinate is 0. So x is equal to 0 is the equation of y-axis, and this is a line parallel to x-axis at a distance of k units from the origin. So its equation is y is equal to k, and this is a line parallel to y-axis at a distance of k units from the origin. So its equation is x is equal to k. These simple things also we have to remember. Now let us derive the formula for angle between two lines. Suppose there are two lines with slopes m1 and m2 which are making theta 1 and theta 2 as angles with x axis. Let two lines with slopes m1 and m2 making angles theta 1 and theta 2 with OX respectively. Then M1 must be equal to tan theta 1 and M2 must be equal to tan theta 2. That implies M1 is equal to tan theta 1 and M2 is equal to tan theta 2. Let us consider the angle between the two lines as theta at P. Let theta be the angle between the two lines. Between the two lines. Then here in this triangle ABP, theta 2 is exterior angle, which is equal to sum of the opposite interior angles. In triangle APB, theta 2 is equal to, that is exterior angle, sum of the opposite interior angles, theta plus theta 1. Then what is theta from this? Theta 2 minus theta 1. Let us apply tan function. That implies tan theta is equal to tan theta 2 minus theta 1. Apply the formula tan A minus B. Tan theta 2 minus tan theta 1 by 1 plus tan theta 2 tan theta 1. To get the acute angle between the lines, we will take modulus. Now, tan theta 2 is nothing but M2. Tan theta 1 is M1. M2 minus M1 by 1 plus M1 M2. So, this is the formula for getting the slope, the angle between two lines. Suppose if the two lines are parallel, note, if the two lines are parallel, then theta is equal to 0. Angle between the parallel lines is always 0. That means tan theta is tan 0. That implies M2 minus M1 by 1 plus M1 M2 is equal to 0, means only numerator is 0. That is M2 minus M1 is equal to 0. That implies M1 is equal to M2. That means slopes are equal for parallel lines. Case 2. If the two lines are perpendicular, two lines are perpendicular, that implies theta is equal to 90 degrees. That implies tan theta is equal to tan 90. That is, we call it as infinity. Actually, it is not defined. So, this is infinity, means denominator should be 0. That implies 1 plus M1 M2 must be 0. That implies M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1 for perpendicular lines. For parallel lines, M1 is equal to M2. Now, the general equation of a straight line is Ax plus By plus C is equal to 0. A first degree equation, x and y is always representing a straight line. Now, what is the slope of that line? If you want to find out the slope, you have to convert it into y is equal to mx plus c. That implies By is equal to minus Ax minus c. Bring those two terms to the right side. Then y is equal to, divide both sides by b, minus of a by b into x plus minus c by b. Now, it is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. So, what is m here? So, m is equal to slope, that is minus a by b, and c means y-intercept. Y-intercept is equal to minus c by b. So, minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of y is the slope, and minus of constant by coefficient of x is the y-intercept. Now, if two lines are parallel, or so if two lines are parallel, their equations are of the form ax plus by plus c1 is equal to 0 and ax plus by plus c2 is equal to 0, because slopes must be equal. Slope of the first line is minus a by b, for second line also it is minus a by b. Because slopes must be equal, the two equations must be of this form. Only constants are different. For perpendicular lines, if two lines are perpendicular, they are of the form ax plus by plus c1 is equal to 0 and bx minus ay plus c2 is equal to 0. Here what is the slope of this line? Minus of a by b. For this, minus of b by minus a plus b by a. So minus a by b into plus b by a is minus 1. So you have to, if you want to write the perpendicular line to this one, interchange the coefficients of x and y. Change the sign of y. If it is plus, put minus, and change the constant also. So you will get the perpendicular line. Now the perpendicular distance from a point x1 y1 to the straight line ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is modulus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by root of a square plus b square. That is, this is the given point and this is the given line. If you draw a perpendicular to this one, this is the perpendicular distance p, and you have to substitute x1 y1 in place of x and y. ax1 plus by1 plus c, don't take 0, by root of coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square. So this is the formula for the perpendicular distance from a point to a line. Suppose if the point is 0, 0, that means if you want to find out the perpendicular distance from 0, 0, this one, from 0, 0, this p is equal to, in place of x1, y1, write 0, 0. Note, perpendicular distance from 0, 0 to ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is p is equal to, this is 0, plus c only you will get in the numerator, c by root of a square plus b square. Next one is distance between parallel lines. Between parallel lines, ax plus by plus c1 is equal to 0 and ax plus by plus c2 is equal to 0 is modulus of c2 minus c1 by root of a square plus b square. Suppose if two lines are parallel, this is one line and this is another line. This is ax plus by plus c1 is equal to 0. This is ax plus by plus c2 is equal to 0. Suppose p1 is the perpendicular distance from this one to this, and p2 is the perpendicular distance from the origin to the second line. You know that p1 is this is p2 and this is p1 up to here, and this is p2. Now distance between these two lines is p2 minus p1. So p1 is c1 by root of a square plus b square, as I told you previously, and p2 is c2 by root of a square plus b square. The difference of these two distances is c2 minus c1 by root of a square plus b square. That should be used for the distance between the two parallel lines.